teams, 2 conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. This is a team in search of an identity. They've dropped 7 of their last 8, and they have looked completely out of sync.
Yeah, and I think this is an important...
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I briefly spoke with Tyrone Corbin. This is their second time facing the defending NBA champs after losing their first meeting. Coach told me we're going to try and change things up a bit, maybe slow the game up some more. We can't have LeBron and Wade just running out in transition as often as they please. It's clear their focus is defensive transition, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, the shooting guards you see listed there have been the ultra-reliable players for the past month. Take a look at their percentages from the field during that time. Dwayne Wade on top.
That shooting has really been off the charts, guys, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. I mean, those aren't all layups he's hitting.
He is pure, guys. There's no doubt about that. One of the sweetest strokes in the NBA today, if not the sweetest, with the ability to generate his own shot, too.
Nice putback. That's why you want guys working hard on the boards at both ends of the floor.
Here's LeBron, and the layup falls. LeBron's now got 10 points.
Boy, what a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean, get the ball deep and try to score from in tight rather than rely on their outside shooting. I mean, that's a more consistent way to score. Take it inside.
Good shot by 4.
And, you know, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Eric Spoelstra's father was once the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers. And Eric went on to play at the University of Portland, had a nice career there before hooking on with the Miami Heat. He's been with the organization for a long time.
Here's LeBron for 3 points. Harrington. The shot no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And you might not typically mention blocks as the key to a win, but I think you do in this case. They were really dominant defensively.
Well, when you come up with as many denials as they did, rejections that is, it's impossible not to mention. I mean, it was a great game for them defensively.
And for Coach Spoelstra, Steve, as you mentioned, family ties in the business of basketball. He's been around it since he was a little guy.
Yeah, he knew relatively early on in his life that he wanted to stay around the game. You know, after college, he played a couple of seasons professionally in Germany and then ended up at the age of 25 working as an intern for the Heat as a video coordinator. So quite a climb for Eric Spoelstra.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Here's Chalmers. Good.
Both sides really coming out of the gate firing here.
Guys, they look like they were raring to go in this one. A lot of offense early on.
Dishes it to 4. Back to Williams. Into Millsap. Dunked hard with one hand.
An open lane right there. Pretty much saw the daylight he wanted and took advantage.
Yeah, great opportunity, and he seized it without much hesitation.
Yeah, a little too easy, if you ask me. The defense really needs to tighten things up here.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Miami. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. Here's LeBron. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's having.
Feeds it to Hayward. Pass to Williams. Over Lewis. LeBron grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 5. He dishes it to Chalmers. Here's Clutch. And stolen by Williams. Here is Watson. Lewis covering. Rebound by the Heat. It's game number 2 of the season versus the Jazz for him. LeBron with it. Williams picks him up. LeBron kicks to Allen. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Jazz lead.
That's an old-fashioned finish there, guys. Going to the finger roll to get the easy two.
Watson, the pass to Williams. He feeds it to Burks. There's the dish to Watson. With the lead pass, and Canner throws it down.
This is Kevin Harlan. Reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's for darn sure.
And that's how you commentate it.
You guys are crazy.
Here's Lewis, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Cantor's shot is off.
Gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face. Oh,
get it! Oh, watch out now. Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
And that last replay courtesy of Sprite. And there's the feed to Hayward. Pass to Burks. Jazz passing it around. Watson kicks to Williams. There's the triple. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. Back to LeBron. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's already up to 14 points, and he's made some good decisions.
Here's Williams. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit.
Well, one of the things the Jazz are going to have to sort out over the next year or two is just playing time in the front court. And that equation was made even more confusing with the addition of Enes Kanter in the draft. But he played a very limited role last year, and the minutes seem to work out for everybody. But as he develops, it'll be very interesting to keep an eye on the rotation of the Utah front court.
On the floor for Miami, Mario Chalmers in the electric D-Wade at the guards. Haslam's out there with Shane Battier, and it's Clutch in at the 3, the small forward. Haslam a screen on Williams, and Chalmers kicks to Wade. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a log jam, Steve, or what. I mean, I think it's still kind of sorting itself out with the Utah Jazz up front. But a lot of size, a lot of length. Favors is terrific. Cantor, we really don't even know what's... And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Clutch. Right up.
That's foul number 2, and I think he's got to be really careful not to pick up the third before the half.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here is Watson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Look at the Heat and checking out Philadelphia. Sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
Checking out Miami, they've continued their outstanding play. I mean, they're definitely one of those teams that everybody has in their sights again this year.
Well, you know, this is a team that doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. I mean, they're strong across the board on that roster. And I think as long as they stay solid and they stay healthy, it wouldn't surprise me if they made a strong push into the playoffs.
Boyd dishes to Watson. Millsap a screen. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Williams. They need this. No luck. The Heat go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. It was the big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side, and it really showed through the rebounding numbers.
Foy, the pass to Watson. Throws up the alley-oop. Wilson hammers the alley-oop through.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You've got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end. Well, guys, I thought acquiring Shane Battier was a terrific move for the Miami Heat, both on and off the court. You know, on the court, he's a great shooter and a smart defender. Makes that corner three to space the floor. And then in the locker room with his maturity and his leadership and his ability to handle the media, a really good role for Battier in Miami.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Clutch, in their last time out against the Kings, played some outstanding basketball. He dropped in 32 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
And Doris, much appreciated. Guys, maybe another excellent night for him here.
I think so, Kevin. At least we know he wants to have that same sort of game plan. He's definitely got some nice momentum riding into tonight.
I think it's easy as a player to continue that momentum when you come off such a fantastic game like the last one. It's easy to just keep it rolling. That rim looks really big out there.
Stevie touched on the presence of Shane Battier, a very cerebral player. He enjoys that part of the game. He did at Duke. He does in the NBA. He said he looks at basketball, Clark, as a sort of chess match.
And I think that's been his edge, Kevin, his approach, his mental approach to how he sees and thinks the game.
There's the bucket. Good. Favors got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just like they drew it up, fellas.
Here's Clutch. And that one's good. Clutch has got 8 points.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
Here is Watson. Kicks it to 4. Now the pass to Day. Gets it to go. And here are the Heat now. They can look forward to the Oracle Arena after this game to match up against Golden State. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. To the inside. He kicks it to Haslam. A rebound by the Jazz. And here's Watson. And stolen by Chalmers. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. He passes to Harrington. Back to Chalmers. Goes up. Here's Haslam. And he drops it in following the offensive rebound. And the Heat lead by 2.
He will fight you down low, guys. Really battles in there. He comes up with a lot of second chance buckets.
Screen by Jefferson. Nice shot by Foy. Foy's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, nice pick there, guys. I mean, gave him the space he needed for the hoop.
There's Tyrone Corbin in his 2nd season as head coach of the Jazz. Before that, he'd spent 7 years as an assistant coach in Utah.
For 3, Harrington. And that one's good. Harrington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he did a nice job of getting himself into just enough of an open area to find that spot for his shot.
And Favors kicks to Watson. Day. Now Harrington grabs the board. Going back to Tyrone Corbin, 16-year journeyman career as a player in the NBA. Played for 10 teams in all, the Utah Jazz among them.
Yeah, 3 years in Utah. He was always known as kind of a grinder. You know, every coach loved him because he played so hard. And, you know, those qualities, I think, translate well to the coaching ranks. Corbin knows how hard it is to compete in the NBA, and he knows how hard it is to win. And so he's trying to put his guys in the best position to have success, and I think we really respect them for that. They are in attack mode right now. That's
26 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Clutch. Last game we saw him score 32. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Crowd not happy at all with that call, Clark.
You know what? I hope these officials, Steve, have thick skin, and I know they do because they're hearing it on that call.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Heat up by 6. Well, folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. The games are starting to take on a little more meaning as the season gets into full swing. An impressive start for the Heat.
They've been playing very well lately, and it's carrying over into tonight's game.
LeBron James is having himself a big-time performance. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And for the Jazz, it's been all hustle. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They've piled up the second chance buckets. There's been some great work by Randy Foye in this one. He has 12 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Derek Favors and Al Jefferson in the middle. Foyle is out there with Mo Williams, and it's Millsap in at the 3 side. That's the group right now for Utah. Williams dishes to 4. Releases from 15. Miami grabs the miss. Harrington's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Just one make and 4 tries here to start the second half.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Harrington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
Williams with the ball. Wade picks him up. Backing down is Jefferson. Here's Foye. Now Harrington grabs the board. Harrington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. This is to Wade. Here's Clutch. Back to Wade. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shot's good. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Williams kicks to 4. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Millsap. Baseline jumper. Rebound by the Heat. Clutch has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Feeds it to Harrington. Here's Clutch. Covered by Foye. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Wade against Williams. Back to Millsap. Tries a 3. Again, Millsap missing. The Heat leading by 12. And it's Wade penetrating. And it's Randy Foye with the rebound. Foy's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And the shot is good.
And when you play against him, guys, you know that it's going to be very tough to deny him if he gets in close. So you've got to body him. You can't let him get positioned down by the hoop. Otherwise, he'll just torture you down there.
And one of the other things you'll notice about him is when he has the ball in the low post, he's in no rush. Many times he'll get a defender to bite on the fake, leave his feet, and then open up an easy scoring opportunity for himself.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. 5th, the Jazz.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
A different look for Utah. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Jefferson. Hayward comes in for Paul Millsap. And Alec Burks subbed in for Randy Foye. Norris Cole, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Cantor. Hayward, covered by LeBron. Hayward passes to Williams. Burks Back to Williams. He dishes it to Hayward. Pass to Favors. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Harrington. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Cole dishes to LeBron. And there's another one for the Heat.
You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
Williams kicks to Burks. Up top, Favors. He feeds it to Hayward. And it's Miami with the rebound.
You know, Gordon Hayward's outside shooting has been kind of a mystery. One season he'll be lights out, the next he'll struggle. We saw the same thing for him when he was at Butler. A bit hot and cold. If he gets consistency with that jump shot, watch out.
You saw him in the Final Four a couple times.
Yep.
Jazz trailed by 16. Williams with the ball. He's got 7. Burks, the pass to Favors. Sinks that one from the post. Favors got 6. And Steve, going back to Hayward, his three-point shooting alternates year by year, beginning in 2009 as a rookie and ending this past season up and down and all over the place. It's tough, at least right now, for him to get that consistency with that long shot.
Yeah, he needs to be more consistent, for sure, Kevin. But remember, when he came into the NBA out of Butler, shooting was really not his game. He was more of a ball handler and a passer. But shooting is something that every player can improve upon. You practice, and as you go on in your career, generally you get better and better.
Here's Clutch. Can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way. Now Burks. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Now the dish to Williams. The feed to Burks. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Now Harrington grabs the board. Harrington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's LeBron. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
Passes to Burks. Great touch on the 16-footer. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
And he will punish an opponent for giving him that much room from mid-range. He'll hit that all day.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Al Jefferson is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jeremy Evans comes in for Derek Favors. Paul Millsap's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Foy in for Alec Burks. Fades. The shot by Wade, no good.
It's been a struggle for him offensively tonight, and they'd love to have his production out there.
Millsap misses. The Heat leading by 15. The alley-oop pass, and LeBron throws it down.
I don't think it's possible to make a better pass than that, guys.
And he finished so well, Clark, too. Not too shabby on that jam.
Not bad at all.
And it takes perfect timing to pull off that alley-oop, but these two guys seem to have that synergy between each other.
Evans outside. Kicks to Millsap. The pass to Foy. Gives him the lead pass. Williams using his post move to get the 2 points. Williams has got 9.
Yeah, saw just a little bit of daylight, went right to the rim.
Here's Clutch. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, they have a huge advantage in points in the paint. Look at that.
Oh, and this defense is getting pushed around a bit too much for my liking. They're just not competing at a high enough level here.
Here's Jefferson. Sean Lewis pulls it in.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
LeBron with it. Williams.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man. Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. I mean, that was just mean right there.
Randy Foy is on the way. Over Allen. Excellent D there from Allen.
They have a nice lead here and have really controlled the glass for the majority of the my goodness.
What a huge play. Man, offensive execution has been the story here, just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
It's a look. Jefferson's shot is off.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit, not playing well in this quarter.
The drive by Wade. Here's Clutch. Tries again. He lays it in. Clutch has got 12 points in the game.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from.
He kicks to 4. Throws off a screen on Allen. To end the run. Nice shot by Ford. 15 points in the game. Now here's Wade. He's got 9. Turnaround Jay. Wade missing again.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Jefferson dishes to Williams. Evans working against Lewis. Fade away. Here's Jefferson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
Another second chance bucket. I mean, that's like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, no excuses, Clark. I mean, at some point...
Hammer time! Wow. Hammer time! Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one.
There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Foy with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Evans setting the pick for Williams. Over Wade. Here's Jefferson. Another shot, and it's Miami with the rebound. Lewis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Allen, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Heat have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
For the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Jeremy Evans. Hayward comes in for Paul Millsap. And Alec Burks subbed in for Mo Williams. The Heat also changing it up. Haslam comes in for Rashard Lewis. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Jefferson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Jefferson's got 14.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Here's Clutch. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Heat delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Who's had the Sprite uncontainable game in this one? Well, let's go to Doris Burke.
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. No problems for them so far in this one as they have played a seamless game. You'll have to think they'll be able to keep it going here in the 4th.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Williams. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Miami, Clutch, he's in at small forward. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Haslam's out there with Al Harrington.
This is a nice lead they've built. Very good job controlling the glass this game.
You got to be pleased as a coach to see how your team is boxed out. Very fundamentally sound basketball. Sometimes you see around the league, and I think a lot of teams are guilty of this, star players racking up more and more minutes early in their career. And it starts to take its toll on players. And I think they're starting to break down sooner these days.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Millsap comes in for Al Jefferson. And it's Foy in for Mo Williams. Here's Clutch. Shoots from the elbow. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
The Jazz making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. LeBron, he's checked in for Al Harrington. Here's Foy, and he's good on the three ball. Foy's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jazz. Well, it certainly seems to be the case, Steve, seeing players log heavy minutes. Part of it is the coaches, want to keep their job. The other part is the players just don't want to come out. They want to keep going. And I think that if he feels okay, the coach has got to have some feel there himself. What is best for the team and best for the player.
Well, and sometimes, we make too much of minutes played because it's also about the practice and rest in between games. And so I think some coaches are able to still play guys big minutes and keep them healthy by limiting their practice reps and making sure that the program for conditioning and recovery is a strong one. So there's ways to do it, but you got to stay on top of it. Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. Burks covering. Here's Clutch. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, the thing that comes to mind to me is how effective he is around the rim. And he can finish with either hand and finish strong.
And there's one more thing to like about him, guys. I mean, he's a phenomenal standstill shooter with a lightning-quick release.
Guys, for years there's been a lot of talk about what to do about players flopping, going to the ground easily on a charge or a block. Not an easy solution for the referees to deal with, but something definitely needs to be done because it's grown to be, I think, too prevalent in this game.
Derek Favors checked in for Gordon Hayward.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Here's Clutch. He passes it to Wade. There's a screen. Again, the Heat good for 2. Well, as you mentioned, Steve, it seems that more and more we see players flailing around or going down too easy. But I don't know if there's an easy answer.
Well, I think the NBA's done a nice job of examining this issue and really giving it serious thought when it comes to possibly penalizing players for flopping. But it's a pretty difficult issue to figure out. A lot of things going on there.
And the shot is good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 17, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Burks kicks to Foy. Over Chalmers. Favors against LeBron. Fader on the way. And again, Derek Favors. Favors got 4 points in the quarter.
Second chance point starting to pay off. Just a ton of hustle here we're seeing.
And you can get a lot of momentum going for your side with a timely offensive rebound. And they've had more than a few of those.
Now, here's Chalmers. Covered by Foy. Leans inside. And the basket by Chalmers.
And he knows how to finish when he gets that close to the hoop.
And Foy kicks to Jefferson. And that one's good. And here is Chalmers.
Well, one thing that's been around in other sports but really didn't have a home in the NBA until the last CBA was contract renegotiation. Now, that is something that both players and GMs will have to consider each year.
And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Heat leading by 22. And going back to contract negotiations, Steve, a lot of times a player can change due to age or injury, and teams can benefit that way.
And on the flip side of that, I mean, if you're a young player and you blossom into a star, maybe you have an opt-out clause. You don't have to sit back and play out that contract, so you can get out of your deal and then renegotiate a longer-term contract.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And a big change we saw last season was an adjustment to what's known as the rip-through call. That's where a player with the ball sees the defender's arms out and kind of goes up right through the arms and draws the foul. And the league ruled that it would still be a foul, but it would be called on the ground depending on where the player was and where the defender was. But they're not going to give the benefit of the doubt as much to the shooter.
Burks kicks to Foy. Millsap a screen on Chalmers. Foy the pass to Millsap. And another shot. Al Jefferson again. Chalmers with it. The rip-through rule change, Steve. Some vets who like to trick rookies might miss it, but it seems like it's the right direction.
Well, I don't think it's a great basketball play, so I think it was a smart move by the league to cut back on that play. You still call the foul, but you don't give the guy the 2 free throws. To me, it made perfect sense.
It's stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. LeBron with the ball.
Oh, look out, man!
Rim shake. And he slams it in one-handed.
That just shows you guys, I mean, he's always in aggressive mode. I mean, he will exploit any opening the defense gives him, and he's always probing, looking for opportunities to attack.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. Burks off a pick from Jefferson. Now Burks. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in L.A. really hoping for a win in that one.
The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And the basket by Chalmers.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Dishes it to Foy. Millsap a screen on Chalmers. Foy dishes to Millsap. Feeds it to Foy. Over Chalmers. And it's Foy missing.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
And the basket by Chalmers. Chalmers has got 7 points here in this quarter.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Now, here's Burks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice shot by Foy.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
Here's Wade.
Well, there are quite a few stars who can lay claim to the title.
Oh, man, what a play. I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Outside Millsap. Jefferson. He's guarded by Haslam. Jefferson kicks to Foy. From downtown. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Heat. Clutch has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He dishes it to Haslam. Got it. Good job in the low post.
They're really playing well at both ends, offensively and defensively, guys.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance, Steve. You look back on this game, it's one that you would hope to be able to build on.
Pass to Favors. Into Millsap. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. They can look forward to the Oracle Arena after this game to match up against Golden State. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Jefferson. Jeremy Evans comes in for Derek Favors. Austin Day, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Earl Watson is subbed in for Randy Ford. Gets it to go. Clutch has got 20 points.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
And here's Watson. Here's Day. They get it back. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Norris Cole, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. So it's Utah now. And Day gets it to go.
Great execution coming off that inbounds play.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 61%, showing all of the indications of an offense that is locked in. Miller, no luck. The Jazz shooting 43% for the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, in this day and age, teams do turn over a little bit more. Not like the old days where you keep the same roster for close to a decade. And despite that turnover, you do see that some teams with good management still find a way to stay on top.
You talk about winning in this league, guys. It sure seems, Steve, to come down to the organization.
Well, there's a culture, and there's a kind of an aura around a team that is so important. You're not always going to have talent, but if you can have a team that is always dedicated towards working and getting better, then I think over the course of time, you're going to have a lot of success. Think of San Antonio, think of Oklahoma City. Obviously, they've had plenty of talent, but the character of the players and the work ethic of the coaching staffs and the organizations really tells you all you need to know.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Battier kicks to Cole. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Day kicks to Evans. Jazz passing it around. Cantor's shot is off. Cantor's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Battier's shot good.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
Here is Day. Fires top of the key. Snatched up. The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, he just makes so many hustle plays every game, and I think that's his main value to this club. He comes in, he brings energy, he brings toughness, and he's always going to get you an extra couple of possessions offensively during the game at some point.
And he really is a tough guy to go up against because he throws his weight around so often and with reckless abandon. I mean, it can really wear you down physically.
4 on the shot clock. Cole blocked. The Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. He feeds it to Day. Over Jones, and Day gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
And the Heat shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Here's Cole. He's covered by Watson. Here's Clutch, stolen by Cantor.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time here now.
This one's in the books.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. They get it back. Hits it. Well done on the second effort. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Here's Clutch. Shoots the 3. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
You had 10 assists tonight. In fact, you were really moving the ball well from start to finish. How much of a factor do you think that had in the win?
Man, my teammates made it easy for me tonight. I just had to stay ready and feed them the ball at the right time, and they did the rest. It's nice to see our offense functioning at such a high level, you know? We just got to try to maintain this level of play as long as we can. If we can keep it up, we're going to be tough to beat, baby.